Myself Asif, I'm a student of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department from Kalani Government Engineering College. Here, this is a presentation on the topic air, water, and land pollution. I prepared a presentation with my friends. You can see the presentation, how we made this presentation. In the first slide, you have to write the topic on which you have to make the presentation. ओके तो देखिए अगला स्लाइड पे हमने क्या किया। जो ग्रुप मेंबर थे हम फर्स्ट का, उसके बाद रुद्र, उसके बाद आदित्य, उसके बाद आसिफ, उसके बाद श्रेया, ये सब ने एक लिस्ट बनाया ग्रुप मेंबर का। ऐसे ही प्रेजेंटेशन बनाते हैं। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्लाइड टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट है। उसके बाद जो जो आपका टॉपिक था उस टॉपिक के बारे में आपको लिखना है। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में क्या लिखा है? अंडरस्टैंडिंग पोल्यूशन। क्या है अंडरस्टैंडिंग पोल्यूशन? पोल्यूशन क्या है? पोल्यूशन इज द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ हार्मफुल मटेरियल्स into the environment. There are some pollutants which damage the quality of air, water, and land. This presentation aims to deepen our understanding the different of pollution, their causes, effects, and solution. To promote the environmental conservation, here are the some of the pollutants which are going to be discussed. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में एयर पोल्यूशन। एयर पोल्यूशन क्या है? आप सब लोग जानते हैं एयर पोल्यूशन क्या होता है। एयर में जो पोल्यूटेंट होते हैं, अगर एयर में स्काई में पोल्यूटेंट ज़्यादा होगा तो एयर पोल्यूशन होगा। अगर वह एयर पोल्यूशन होगा तो क्या होगा? कंट्री का, सिटी का टॉक्सिसिटी बढ़ जाएगा, है ना। तो एयर पोल्यूशन इज कंटामिनेटेड ऑफ द इंडोर और आउटडोर एनवायरनमेंट। Air pollution is contaminated of the indoor or outdoor environment by the any technical, chemical, or biological agent that modifies the natural characteristics of the atmosphere. ये हम बॉल पॉइंट यूज कर सकते हैं। Background the issues. What is the background issues? Energy balance. The sun in Earth, the primary energy source, a burning star so hot that we can feel its heart from over 150 million kilometer away. About one third of this solar energy is reflected back into the universe. Two third, however, we absorb the earth, warming land, oceans, and atmosphere. Here we shall mainly discuss the heat energy. The other source of the heat energy is different plates or industries. As a result, the temperature of the environment reaches to a certain level. So, two-third, however, are absorbed by the earth, warming land, ocean, and atmosphere. Here we shall mainly discuss the heat energy. The other source of heat energy is difficult. Plants, industries. As a result, the temperature of the environment reaches a certain level of which is harmful for the environment. Okay, The IR radiation and visible radiation of the sun is absorbed by troposphere layer, which is near to the surface, and land surface respectively due to response of some greenhouse gases like CO2, H2O, N2O, and CFCs. Okay, so methane, the troposphere layer maintains the average temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. So the total heat energy is due to solar energy and waste heat generated by human activities. Excess heat is considered as it affects the environment badly. Energy balance helps to calculate the waste heat generated by a system. In the next slide, global temperature rises. Here, what is the main cause of global temperature rises? Climate. Do you know about the word climate? What is climate? So climate is the average condition of weather of a place over a long period, which is determined by temperature and other meteorological conditions such as precipitation, glaciers, winds, and frequency of extreme events such as typhoons, hurricanes, etc. Over a period of years, of the most important attribute of climate change is the long-term variation of average temperature. Okay, climatologists gathered various evidence from different parts of historical documents, tree rings, changes in the ice volume, and sea level, etc., have shown that Earth has maintained an average temperature, but nowadays it is increasing continuously. Thus, to predict the future impacts of anthropogenic changes in our environment on the global climate, consequently on the key environmental parameters, a mathematical model is developed that explains the past. These models range from very simple to complex calculation, three-dimensional general circulation models. This type of models can predict climate on Earth. Okay, this is the diagram. Earth is treated as black body. Disk area equal to pi r square. Incoming radiation, solar radiation, and S equal to 1372 watt per meter square. Earth as a blackbody radiation, they absorb the solar radiation, which has surface area 4 pi r square. Come to the next slide. Greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect? Greenhouse effect. The Earth's surface absorbs the incident solar radiation and radiates in the form of infrared radiation. A part of this long wavelength, 14 micrometer radiated energy is absorbed by some gases like carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, ozone, water vapor, and nitrous oxide. The radiation absorbed by gases is partly emitted to the Earth's surface. As a result, Earth's surface gets heated up. This phenomenon is greenhouse effect, and the gases called greenhouse gases. Without it, Earth's average temperature would be a chilling ice sock, even the sun's constant energy supply. Okay, here is the diagram for the greenhouse effect. In the greenhouse effect, solar radiation passes through the clear atmosphere. Okay, in the next slide, water pollution. देखिए यहाँ पर वाटर पोल्यूशन का डायग्राम दिया हुआ है। अगर इसके साथ आप तुम वाटर पोल्यूशन को हेडिंग के साथ कुछ लिखोगे तो प्रेजेंटेशन और ज़्यादा बेहतर रहेगा देखने में, ठीक है। तो व्हाट इज़ वाटर पोल्यूशन? वी नो दैट वाटर इज़ अनदर नेम, हैज़ ए another name. It's called life of human beings, right? Water pollution is the contamination of bodies of water such as rivers, ocean due to various causes. In this presentation, we will explore the causes, types, effects, and prevention of water pollution, along with its impact on aquatic life on human health. ह्यूमन हेल्थ के ऊपर क्या प्रभाव पड़ता है वाटर का, उस प्रभाव को हम डिस्कस करेंगे. In this slide, what is the causes of water pollution? Number 1, industrial discharge. Number 2, agricultural runoff. Number 3, sewage and wastewater. In industrial sewage discharge, chemical and waste discharges from factories like Haldia Petrochemical and industries. Agricultural runoff. We know that in agricultural field, farmer uses many biodegradable paste. So the excessive use of pesticides and fertilizers that enter water bodies can harm the water bodies animal. Next, sewage and wastewater treatment. Improper disposal of sewage and wastewater from households and treatment plants. Next, types of water pollution. What are the types of water pollution? There are 4 types of water pollution. First one, chemical pollution, contamination by toxic substances like heavy metals and industrial chemicals causes chemical pollution. Oil and petroleum pollution, spills, leaks from ships. मतलब शिप से जो लीक होता है थोड़ा थोड़ा, और जो पाइपलाइन है उस पाइपलाइन से जो लीक होता है, और ऑयल लीक से that affects the oil and petroleum pollution. Plastic pollution. What are the plastic pollution? Accumulation of plastic waste harming marine ecosystem causes plastic pollution. And nutrient pollution, excessive nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus causing algal blooms. These are causes nutrient pollution. In the next slide, effect on aquatic life. First of all, you can see the food chain, grass, next grasshopper, next frog, this is snake, and this is eagle. So what are the main effect of aquatic life? If we tell the effect of aquatic life, losses of biodiversity. Pollution leads to the destruction of habitats and the decline of species, mainly keystone species. You know what are the keystone species? Then disruption of food chains. Contaminants accumulate in the food chain, affecting predators and prey. Altered reproduction and growth. Pollutants can interfere with the reproductive and developmental process of aquatic organism. In the next slide, human health impacts. What are the human health impacts? Waterborne disease, toxic contamination, cancer risk. Polluted water can transmit various diseases like cholera, typhoid, amasai, etc. Toxic contamination, exposure to industrial chemicals and heavy metals can have severe health consequences. And the third one is cancer risk. Prolonged exposure to certain pollutants increases the risk of cancer. There are some government regulations and policies on water pollution. Water quality standard. Regulation and guidelines enforced to ensure safe water quality for consumption and recreational activities. In waste management laws and policies aim at regulating the proper disposal of industrial and domestic waste. There are some Water Pollution Act, Water Pollution Prevention Rule, and Water Pollution Control Act. Environmental protection agencies. What are the environmental protection agencies? Says government entities responsible for monitoring, enforcing regulation, and promoting conservation. The next slide. Prevention and mitigation strategies. What are the preventive and the mitigation strategies there are way? Number one, source control. So preventing pollution at its source position through stricter regulation and monitoring. Number second, wastewater treatment. Implementing advanced treatment methods to remove pollutants from wastewater. Third one, educational campaigns, raising public awareness about the importance of clean water. What are the main importance of the clean water and uses in their human life and individual action. Come on the next slide. Conclusion. Environmental stewardship. Protecting and preserving our water bodies is crucial for our future generation because we know life is another name of water. জলের অপর নামই হলো জীবন. Individual responsibility. Every individual person have their own responsibility to protect the water pollution act strictly. Every person can contribute by reducing pollution and conserving waste or water resources. Collaboration and advocacy, working together, pressures industries and policymakers to prioritize water protection. In this slide, I give a poster on the social media through my Facebook platform for conserving the water pollution. Okay, you can create this type of poster for conservation of water. Okay, in the next slide. In the next slide, we will discuss about the land pollution. Not only land pollution, the ugly truth of land pollution. Land pollution is a serious environmental problem that affects not only us humans but also the plants and animals. We share the planet with, learn about its causes, types, effects, how can prevent it. Right? The next slide. What are the causes of land pollution? Littering, industrialization, improper waste disposal. These are the main reason of land pollution. In the next slide, types of land pollution. What are the main types of land pollution? Soil contamination, land fees, deforestation is the main you can see in your locality. Littering. So we will discuss about only here deforestation and littering. What is deforestation? Sorry, you can remove. Okay, so deforestation, cutting down trees causes soil erosion and leading to land degradation and pollution. And the next, littering, discarded trash and debris such as plastic, glass and metals can contribute significantly to land pollution. In the next slide, effects of land pollution. What are the main effects of land pollution? Number one, environmental destruction. Land pollution destroys habitats and ecosystem, leading to a decline in biodiversity and loss of habitats. Health risk. Polluted land can lead to various health problems such as respiratory illness, skin problems, and birth defect. Number three, economical impact. Land pollution affects tourism, agriculture, the economy. Cleaning up contaminated land can also be costly and time consuming. The next slide. Prevention of land pollution. We can prevent land pollution many ways. There are several ways. The 3R system. The 3R system. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. So reduce the amount of waste produced by recycling and reusing products whenever possible. Proper disposal. Dispose of hazardous waste and materials in the proper way and avoid littering. Alternative energy resources. Reduce pollution caused by energy production through the use of renewable or green energy sources. Awareness. Mass awareness. Spread the word about the problems associated with the land pollution and educate people on how to prevent it. Coming up the next slide. Clean up land pollution. Okay. How to clean land pollution? Oil spill, landfill, and chemical spill. In oil spill, okay? Remove oil spill and hazardous waste from land using absorbent materials such as sand and bio remediation. Landfills. Regulatory monitor and maintain landfills to prevent hazardous waste from slipping into the soil and groundwater. Clean up chemical spills quickly and effectively to prevent hazardous to human and animal health. The next slide. Conclusion and call to action. Conclusion and call to action. Pollution affects us all. Pollution सभी को affect करता है. We must take collective action to protect our planet and prevent land pollution. Make a difference. Reduce your impact by being conscious of your own waste production, properly disposing of chemicals, and educating others. The last slide of this presentation reference. इसका मतलब तुम कहाँ से इंफॉर्मेशन ले चुके हो इस एयर वाटर एंड लैंड पोल्यूशन के बारे में लिखने के लिए. So guys, the presentation is over. If anybody have any doubt, feel free to ask me in the comment box, and please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.